recording now for today's lesson. So welcome one and all. So you should be on the lesson because I've added bits into it and I've renamed it and I sent it back out to you. So it should now be called, the one that you've got in the Persuasive Writing tab, Let Me Persuade You. That is the lesson that we're on today.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I
found
it.
Yeah, good. You might need to copy over from content. I did distribute, but I know sometimes you still have to flip over from the content. Okay. So what we're going to look at today, first off, is we're going to look at how text is used. And because it's so small, I've reproduced each paragraph here as it is on that travel brochure to go with that image. And we're going to look at the techniques that are being used. And then once we're going through all that, what you'll do is you'll all go off to your own persuasive text that you got for today's lesson, and you begin to identify if it does the same sort of thing. Okay? All got that?
Yeah.
Good. So if we begin, now what we're going to look at here is how language is used to persuade. Okay? That is what the key feature is going to be here. Now, let me just go on to that. Yeah, so again. Oh, Clara and Poppy, have you got access to the OneNote now? Okay.
Yeah, but I can't find this. Which one is it?
It should be called Let Me Persuade You. Okay. Oops. So what we're looking at here is that persuasive use of language. And we're going through paragraph by paragraph. So paragraph 1, the text is, there's something irresistibly extra about the Caribbean. From Antigua's 365 flawless beaches to Havana's classic cars, this is a region that feels effortlessly different and special. Evan, in that first paragraph, can you give me a technique or identify a piece of language that is used there that is highly persuasive to you as a reader?
It's saying it's got lots of beaches makes me want to go there.
Right, so it's using, yeah, so we can see using, you know, 365 beaches is a lot, isn't it? You've got one for each day of the year and one left over. So yeah, it can use, facts, figures to impress. So we've got the 365 beaches. Okay, good. Daisy, are you able to hear me okay, Daisy? Are you still having to do it through chat again? Right, bro. What did you notice about the language? Any words, phrases that you think are really, really persuasive in that first paragraph?
Like the irresistibly extra about the
yes, irresistibly
extra.
Yeah, that is, yeah. So we have that irresistibly extra. So what's so positive about that, Daisy?
It's like easy to do and like you'll enjoy not having to do stuff.
Yeah, that is it. Yes, exactly so. So it makes it sound easy to do. Yep. And again, if something is irresistible, Mia, what does that mean if it's irresistible?
Like you can't leave it or like resist it.
That's it. Yes, this is something you can't leave it, you can't fight it. Yeah. It's this idea that it is irresistible. So the minute you clap eyes on it, you will need to go there. You need to, you need to be there. Good. What about the use of the inverted comma around the word extra? Why did they do that, do you think? Yeah? Why do that? What's that suggesting? That question goes to, who shall I ask for that? That question goes to Aaron.
Sorry, my iPad glitched. What was the question?
The question is, why did they do, as I've highlighted it there in the yellow, why do they put inverted commas round that word extra?
To kind of make it sound like a quote almost, so it kind of
Yeah.
sounds better.
It could be a quote, or what else could it be?
It could like.
And then he went quiet.
Was he kidnapped?
I don't know. Anybody else want to answer in case the aliens did get to? Maybe he's going off to the breakout room again. I don't know. Honest, I didn't put him there.
Yeah.
Honest. Yes.
Could it be for emphasis?
Oh, very good. Who's that speaking there? Just didn't quite recognise the voice.
Mia.
Ah, well done, Mia. Yes. Yeah, we've got emphasis there. Yep. Good. Oops. And it's that idea about, it's that idea, emphasis there, and it kind of stressing how they go the extra mile. Okay, good. Elfrida, still with paragraph 1, is there another word which we've got irresistibly extra? Is there any other kind of word that sounds a bit like, it's as positive in its sound as irresistible elsewhere in that paragraph?
The mic doesn't work.
Oh, sorry?
Special?
Yeah, we've got that. It's special. What else is it? It's not just special. What comes before special?
Different.
Yeah. So if it's different and special, can we think of one word that would sum that up, that's making this location sound? And that word begins with a U.
Unnatural?
How would that be unnatural? Would that be positive?
Unique.
No.
Unbelievable.
No. There you are. Yeah. You've got 2, 4, 5 letters to find.
Unreal.
No. If something is a one-off, what do we call it?
Unique.
Yay, that's it. Yeah, so it's making the location sound unique, isn't it? There's nowhere else like it. This is different. It is special. It is a one-off. And of course, you also have just before that as well, it's effortlessly. Again, it's positive language, isn't it? Positive reinforcement. Yeah, the language there. Okay, good. Let's move on to paragraph 2 now. So we have paragraph 2, and it says, you'll see in it the colours of Barbados clapboard rum shops and familiar red post boxes. You'll taste it in Jamaica's jerk spiced dishes and St. Martin's melting pot cuisine. You'll smell it on the nutmeg scented trade winds in Grenada. Sounds just like Denby, don't you think?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Matteo,
Definitely.
what technique do you see being used in that second paragraph, Matteo? There's 3 sentences. And what do you notice happens in all three sentences?
Sorry, I was talking on mute and was like, "Are you there?"
How long did it take you to realise that you were still in mute?
Just until now, like I asked him
We've all done it, Matteo. Don't worry, we've all done it. Yeah. So, Matteo, what do you notice about those three sentences?
Where is it?
Second paragraph. You'll see it in the colours of Barbados. You'll taste it in Jamaica's jerk spice dishes, and you'll smell it on the nutmeg scented trade winds in Grenada. What do you notice about the three sentences?
Well, aren't they like saying if you come here, you'll see it for yourself. You'll see the Jamaican spice dishes, and like it's all very nice stuff.
It is, and I think you've recognised what it is, but you're just not saying it. What's happening here? Look at what I'm highlighting.
You'll like, yeah, that's what I was trying to say. If you come, yeah, you'll.
Yeah.
So, it's
So what-
referencing three of the senses.
It is. Is that you, Evan?
Yes, it's Evan
Yeah.
the crab.
Yeah. You're quite right. It is referencing the old senses, but more than that, what else is it doing? What?
Is it false information? Is it?
No, it is not. Who's saying it's false information?
It will.
No, they can't tell lies. Well, they wouldn't do that.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, but if it means you,
Should be a bit of alliteration.
Oh, not
Is
alliteration.
it repetition?
Oh, who said the repetition thing? You're spot on.
Mia.
Well done, Mia. So first of all, we've got use of repetition. Yeah, with you, so it's reinforcing that point, isn't it? And not only that, you is a what? What feature of language is the word you?
Pronoun.
Correct. What type of pronoun?
personal pronoun.
That's it. Well done. Yeah, we're in the realm. Again, they're using person. You is the personal pronoun, which is getting repeated. And so who's that directing the text at?
You, us.
Yeah, at the reader. Yeah. So the reader thinks it's direct to them. Then, as Evan says, it brings in the senses as well. We have sight, taste, and smell. Three really sort of powerful, really evocative ones. It's that idea, oh, you're going to love it. Yeah. Is there any other positive language used in that second paragraph? That question goes to Isla. Any more language?
They use a bit of alliteration.
Where did they use that? Where's the alliteration, Isla?
And then I don't know.
What is alliteration, Isla?
The repeating of a word.
Alliteration.
Oh no, not alliteration. I was thinking of repetition.
Yeah, we've done that. Been sleepyhead.
I don't know. Alliteration. The use of punctuation.
Well, again, there is. I mean, again, they're really short, dramatic sentences. They have that. They're putting them as statements. Yeah, all the sentences are statements. Yeah, good. Oops. And it's coming across as statements of fact. Yeah, that you have there. Good. Anybody else see any positive language in that second paragraph?
They're describing the food and culture, like.
Yes. Yeah, good. Is that you, Mia, again?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, it is that description of the culture there. Can you give me an example of that? You know, a quote from the text there, please, Mia. Just what made you think of that?
You'll smell it on the nutmeg scented trade
That
wind.
brilliant. That's the one that I was thinking about as well. Yeah, very good there. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it gives a really, you know, it's a powerful image here, isn't it? It really comes to life, sort of graphic image there. So that's being used again, yeah. And it's, you could have the rum shops as well that they mentioned, and the jerk spice. So again, it's all that sort of excitement of the new culture that you're being steeped in. Okay. So moving on to paragraph 3. So it says,
Sir?
oh yes.
The second one, it sort of makes you feel more like comfortable because it says like the familiar red post boxes.
Yeah,
That
very
kind of
good.
thing.
Yes, I mean, and although it's a different culture, it's saying it's not so unusual. Yes, well done, Will.
It says with the jerk spiced and stuff, it's like it adds more information.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, as Will was saying there as well, it's not feel at home. It's that idea that you feel at home. Yeah. Although in the first paragraph it's saying it's different and special. It's saying there's things that you'll recognise, which will still make you feel, you know, comfortable in that sense of at home. And yet everything about it is sort of saying how wonderful and exotic this location is to, and how much you're going to enjoy it. So on to paragraph 3. It's inescapable. From postcard perfect Aruba to alluringly sleepy Tobago, the Caribbean awakens the senses like nowhere else. No wonder we love it here. Always have, always will. And no wonder we're so excited to share it with you. So what leaps out at you from paragraph 3? That question goes to Shan. Anything that you find really positive in that paragraph?
The fact that it says inescapable, like you can't get
Yes.
out.
Yes. Good, good, good. Yeah, and that's done in a positive way, isn't it? Right.
Yeah.
Good, good, good.
Hang
Hang on.
Postcard perfect.
Yeah, hang on.
Alliteration.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we got there in the end with the alliteration. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Yeah, spot on. Hang on. Let's get the inescapable. Oops. And again, the use of that word inescapable is that idea, isn't it, as Shan's saying, it's not the case that you want to run away from whatever, it's just that, you know, once you're there, you cannot miss it. How gorgeous this is. Yeah. Good. And then we have, the postcard perfect. Which is, as has been said, it's the use of alliteration there. And again, it's another way of just saying how wonderful this is. Okay. Other positive techniques used here with the language? If something is, alluring, you know, what does that mean? We've got alluringly sleepy Tobago. What does that word alluringly mean?
Like you want to
It
go.
lures you.
Is it just that you want to, or is it something more powerful?
Brings you in.
You like really want to go and you end up going.
Yeah, you really want to.
Pulls you in.
Yes, that's getting stronger now, isn't it? It's this idea of it being sort of spellbinding, captivating, bewitching. It's that whole idea, you know, you cannot help but fall in love with these places. Yeah, good. Now, do you notice what they do with the pronouns in this paragraph? What do they do that's different to the pronouns that are used in paragraph 2?
They say like we, is it?
We. Yeah, it's the use, again, use of a different pronoun for a different effect. Yeah, it's again, and by using these pronouns, what does it create between the writer of this text and the reader? By saying that we want to do this. Sorry? Did you say connection?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is that? Sorry, that said that?
Mia.
It's Mia again. Sorry. Yeah, spot on, Mia. Yeah, it's all about creating. And what we've got here is this kind of classic advertising technique. Whereas Mia was saying this, but the relationship, but what it's an artificial one. It's just been put in place there, and it's just done simply by using that pronoun. And we, and the paragraph before it, they talked about how it's directed at you. You'll taste it, you'll see it, you'll smell it. It's directing everything at you. And then you see in this final paragraph, it says, "No wonder we're excited." So we have the use of we again. We are so excited to share it with you, and there's that relationship being created. You know, the we and the you together, and so they're saying, "Oh yeah, we've discovered this place, and we want to let you now find out for yourself as well." Okay, good. Anything else that we're noticing in paragraph 3 that we haven't already done?
They're saying they want to share it with you, so it sounds like it's a nice place.
Brilliant. Yeah, and that idea, you know, sharing it, it's like a gift that they want to share with you. Yeah. And again, the positive language just continues to go, isn't it? You know, we've got they're excited. Yeah, good. Any sense of repetition being used in this one?
Through all of them, the same repetition is sort of like comes.
Has Will been kidnapped?
I think he has, sir.
He's just gone off again. What's happened? Somebody mid-sentence.
First Aaron, now Will.
Yeah, everybody's being abducted today.
What words are repeated in paragraph 3? Look for words that are repeated. Deliberately. I mean,
Always.
always. Yeah.
Always have, always will.
Yeah. Always have, always will. Yeah. And there's a phrase that's repeated as well.
No wonder.
No wonder. You know, and a nice kind of simplistic phrase is to make you sound, oh, you're thoroughly amazed. And again, it's just completely following through these techniques. Okay. Are you back with us, Will? No.
Well,
Is it
Yeah.
Aaron? Oh, you are.
My thing went out, wouldn't work.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Okay. So on to the last paragraph, paragraph 4 of this text. So discovering your Caribbean is what this brochure is all about. Will you choose adults only luxury or an all-inclusive family resort? Will you cruise and stay, island hop, or find a beachfront cabana and unplug from the world? Whatever you crave, we can make it happen. And with special touches such as our world first departure beach in Barbados and Virgin Voyages private island beach club in the Bahamas, it's our pleasure to give you as much extra as your heart desires. Well, what's going on in that paragraph? Evan, what do you notice is positive in that one?
It's got alliteration. No, what is it? Repetition.
Repetition. Where are you seeing the repetition?
Virgin Voyages.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's even more clear example of repetition. If you go to
Beach in Barbados.
no, even more obvious.
It says, will you?
Thank you. Will you? Yes. There's the obvious one. You know, will you? And that appears to be giving you what as well? Will you choose adults only luxury or an all-inclusive family? Will you cruise and stay or find a beachfront cabana and plug road? What is that giving you?
Options.
Yeah. It's giving you choice. It's giving you options. Yeah, good. What else? What else is positive here?
It repeats will every time. Oh,
Yeah. Think again, do we have any positive language here? For example, if you crave something, how much do you want it?
A lot.
A lot. Just a lot?
Very much. A lot. Very much. Very
Yeah.
a
lot.
lot.
Can you fight a craving?
No.
No, you eventually will give into it, won't you? It's that sense it's uncontrolled, and so it's almost like, you know, it's inevitable that you'll go on one of these holidays that they're offering to you. Okay. What about personal pronouns? How are they used?
It's you, and then they switch it to we.
Yeah. Again, what they've done before. It's you at the start of the paragraph, isn't it? You know, will you choose this? Discover your Caribbean. Will you cruise and stay? All those sorts of things. And then, as you say, right at the end there, it's our pleasure to give you. Okay. What don't they mention in this brochure so far? I mean, there's
The
loads.
price.
Yeah, yeah. Why do you think they don't mention the price yet?
Because it's probably like £100 an hour or something.
£100 an
Because
hour.
it's a lot and they don't
Yeah,
want to put you
it's
off.
it's going to be a lot. It's one of these ones, but they'll put in the small print, isn't it? So it was about sort of luring you in the first hand, isn't it? Through the advertising jargon, you know, through the language that they use, and they'll leave this sort of the horrible bits to the end where it is once they've got your heart set on this holiday of a lifetime, they're thinking, you're not going to turn me down just for a few pounds now, so then we can work something out, sort of thing. Yeah, and again, more positivity that we have here as well. We just sort of highlight a few of these now. If we go to you know, we've got special touches, you know, again coming back to making it sound unique. You know, and they're saying, you know, as much, we will give you as much extra as your heart desires. You know, we will go that extra mile. Nothing is too much trouble for us as long as you can pay for it, sort of thing. And again, they make it sound like it's not a task. You know, it's our pleasure to do this for you. You know, as if they're just working on your behalf and nobody else's. Okay? Good stuff. Right, now, what I'm going to ask you to do, we might start this off tomorrow, because what I want you to do, because we've only got like 15 minutes left, and it might take a bit longer. What I'm going to ask you to do is obviously then go back to the text that you've selected and you've dropped into your own OneNote, and what you're going to go do is you're going to go through and you're going to label it. Okay, just as we've done here. We recognise that the image was used yesterday and how that works. We've now seen as well, by going through the text, we can see how that ties into that image there, and how the text and the image all work hand in hand. Because it's about, you know, this special and unique place. you're looking at it as you read it, sort of thing. You're living in the moment. So again, what you'll do is you'll go off and you will look for the same things in yours. You'll look for that use of pronouns. You will look for that positive language being used, maybe some alliteration. There might be some repetition going on in your text. Hopefully there should be. Again, it could be sensory, depending on what sort of piece of writing that you'd selected to drop into your own OneNote. Okay. Now, just to set up some things ahead as well, how many of you have got an account with Goodreads? You know, the reading website. Have many of you got that?
What? I don't know what it is.
I've got one with love reading for kids, I think.
Yeah, hang on a minute. I'll pop that in tomorrow then, because I'm not going to. I'm going to ask you to sign up to, so I can track your reading through lockdown as well. I know we've got the accelerated reader, but I've got another one that I want you to join, and so I'll take you through that tomorrow as well. Now, thinking about tomorrow's lesson as well, what we will do is we're going to start using these breakout rooms tomorrow, because what you're going to do is you're going to be given a task, and I will put you into groups, okay, that I think will work, because I know most of you quite well. And what you're going to do is you're going to be creating a little advertising text of your own, in which you're going to have to sell something. So that's why I've been spending this time beforehand looking at the way that language is used in a piece of persuasive text. So we're going to, we've identified all that. You will identify in your own text that you've chosen for me. Once you've completed that, I'm going to pop you into these breakout rooms tomorrow. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a text together in which you sell something to someone. And I will give you that directed task tomorrow. But I just wanted to sort of give you a heads up in that one. Because what I will then do is I'll pop round these breakup rooms to listen into your conversation, hear what you're coming up with, and then it means that you can then work collaboratively together as well. So we get more kind of interaction together. So it's not you're not all just sort of staring at that screen. We can have that discussion together. Sorry? Say that again?
I don't know what we're doing because I disconnected from the call.
Don't worry. All will be revealed in the
I don't know what we're doing because we disconnected from the
yeah.
call.
I was just beginning to explain what's going to happen in the lesson tomorrow, sort of thing. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. So yes.
The books I'm reading on Accelerated Reader.
Pardon?
The books I'm reading on Accelerated Reader.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to get you to go onto this Goodreads as well, because the books that you do read that aren't on Accelerated Reader will probably be on Goodreads, and you can do reviews and things like that on it. So it's another way to sort of bolster that, because I know that some of the things that you are reading, because you're reading your own books now, because we're all at home, sort of thing, it does mean that you'll be able to sort of log and record that you are reading elsewhere, sort of thing. Okay, so that's why I want to do that. But I'll set that up for tomorrow's lesson. All right.
Yeah,
so
and what do we have to add?
Hang on. Yeah.
I only picked a slogan for my persuasive.
Did you?
Yeah. So do I need to get like a hard piece of writing? Well,
yeah. I mean, as I kind of mentioned, I wanted you to get something like mine, so you've got image and you've got text together, so you can begin to see those sorts of techniques being used. So we've got 10 minutes left. So in the final 10 minutes, what I'd like you to do is go off, and if you've got one like mine, because I know some of you have, I think I saw one of you had got the very topical coronavirus leaflet, and again, where it's all about persuading you to do things, about staying safe and all that sort of stuff. Begin to analyse that now in the last 10 minutes yourself. If you've only got a slogan so far, what I would suggest you do in the sort of final 10 minutes is find yourself a piece of positive text, and so go to things like travel brochures. It could be off of a house selling website, like Rightmove, where again you'll see the language that's been used to sell a house is always used very positively. Look for any adverts that's wanting you to buy a product, whether it be a car, whether that be a DVD or some sort of gadget. Look for those sorts of things where you've been asked to do something where persuasive text must be used. And so you have it so that you've got both image and text together. Okay?
So what did you look up for it?
Sorry?
What did you look up to find it?
What did I look at? I just looked up a travel brochure. I just put in holiday brochures, and the first thing that came up, I just looked into it. I think this is Virgin Holidays, and I just opened up the Virgin Holidays because they're all digital, the brochures now. So I just clicked to open and took a screenshot of one that I liked. I thought, oh, that's quite a good one. Boom, that works for me. And so that's all you need to do. Yeah, just something that is nice, positive, and persuasive. Okay. So either in the last last 9 minutes now, find yourself a piece of persuasive text, drop it into your OneNote, and then just begin to analyze it like we've done now. If you've already got it, read through, begin to identify the features that are used on that persuasive text as we've done with this one. Okay? Yeah, got that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're okay to leave the lesson to do that. I mean, I'll stay online on Teams, obviously, in case anybody's sort of struggling to find something or not too sure what to do. But otherwise, you can leave the lesson, and I will then. I think we've got lessons at first thing tomorrow morning. We have our lesson. Let me have a look. I will see you all tomorrow.
First thing tomorrow.
I'm just checking. I'm just looking ahead on my engage. Yeah, we've got it first lesson tomorrow. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Okay.
Yeah, I've just looked and there's nothing on there.
Oh, don't be daft. There's plenty of persuasive text out there.
I've looked on images and I can't find anything.
Put in holiday brochures. Yeah? Do a Google for holiday brochures. And you're guaranteed. And think of any sort of thing that is getting you visitor attractions, you know, to like theme parks. There'll be brochures for them, which will have image and text. Guarantee it. Okay? Yeah, we're all okay with that now, yes? It's gone quiet. I'm guessing that it must be so. Boom.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Ah, right. Thank you, Matteo. Yeah, okay, so annotate your own if you've got one already, or locate one. Yeah, and I'll see you all in the morning. Stop the recording now.